Some people in this community just love to go fucking batshit bonkers and shit. So, this previous weekend, someone got extremely mad at me because I wouldn't buy his pot of desires for $75 each. Now, the first question you might be asking yourself is, well, aren't pot of desires, 80 each on TCG Player? And if I sell them online, don't I lose, 12% in fees and shit like that? So what is 80 times 12%? That's $9.60, right? That's $70.40 that I would make selling those pot of desires at $80 each, not including the $2.64 that I have to use for shipping. So you add another 2.6 on top of that 9.6, you're at $12.02 for selling those pot of desires. You're getting $60 if you're selling them on TCG Player. Why the fuck am I buying your fucking pot of desires so goddamn high? Alright? Now, vendors at events, if they're doing it right, if they are just buying the desires, they'll probably buy them at probably 65 or 70, throw them in their case for 75, flip them like that. They make their quick $5, they call it a day. Alright? You can't do that shit online. Alright? Now, if you are coming to someone that buys cards like me, typically I'll pay 60 to 70% depending on the card. Now, if it's a trash quarter card, I can't give you 60% for it because it just isn't worth it. It's not how those things work. However, on the flip side of things, people are looking for pot of desires. Why are you coming to someone that pays relatively decent on stuff, and then you get angry at them and throw a fucking bitch fit? Like, that's not how this goes. Now, obviously, you're asking $75 for one pot of desire, right? That's already your first warning sign that it's super far off. Said person might not be educated in fees. Said person just might be looking for a quick buck, but if you're trying to move something super close to market price, why are you not trying other venues? Why are you just shitting on the first opinion you get? It's not insulting to you when someone gives you a number, because you as a human being always have the right to simply say no thank you and walk away and be courteous about things. They're not doing you a disservice by offering you a number on the product that you have. You simply say yes or no and walk away. That's how this game works. That's how most gaming communities, when it comes to buying and selling, work. If someone does not give you a number you don't fucking like, you just walk away. There's nothing to be insulting about. You know what people offer, and here you are getting angry because you're not getting your fucking what is it? Your 95% market price on fucking desires? It's like 94%. You're asking 94% market value when someone selling on TCG Player has to send with tracking and loses like 12% in fees. Like, the fuck am I missing? Oh my god, Robbie, you drinking water ruins fucking videos. Yeah, I don't really care. I have to keep hydrated. So, yeah, just very frustrated in this situation because this is something that shouldn't be coming up. And, someone who doesn't have pot of desires yet might pay $75 for them. You know what? I was smart. I got my desires at fucking 60s because I didn't have the money to get them when they immediately went up to about 55, 60s when I got in there. It was like, okay, now is the time. I'll scoop them up. I don't think they're going to go much higher. And then, they are where they are now. So, sometimes you make good decisions. Other times you're not. The card is going to get reprinted at some point in time. It's just a matter of time. The latest reprint will be next year in the Mega Tins. However, it might get a reprint before then. But this video is more or less a discussion point as to you not necessarily being educated in how card values work. You getting upset over an offer that you shouldn't be getting upset about because, someone offering you fucking 60s on desires isn't insulting. It's actually a legit offer. And the offer is in the eyes of the beholder, 180 on a playset isn't too terrible, I mean, it's no 210, but once again, like said person might be just trying to do it to quickly, flip it over, make a couple of bucks. It's kind of the point of these things. Now, if you're quickly trying to sell Pot of Desires for $80 and you're going to a vendor and you're like, buy my Desires for 80s, they're going to look at you and go, nah, fam, nah, pass. And you're going to walk away. You're going to throw your book across the room being an angry little salty bitch, or you're just going to say thank you and walk away. I mean, those are really your two options. I mean, I guess the third is you could jump across the table and, punch them in the face and then, get banned for life. But, like, you ain't gonna do that. Real life isn't fucking Grand Theft Auto. Like, I mean, there's always extremes of everything, but, it's not gonna happen, So, when you are looking to sell something, especially something more high-end, be aware of the market you're going into. If it's something spectacular, fresh off the market, fucking pulled this week from the sneak peek, you goddamn bet your ass you can move that immediately. You can sell that shit for full value. Oh wait, if you're selling it online, there's going to be some fees. Sorry, it's just how life works. Like, you can say you're moving it for, what is it, 80 on eBay, but then you're losing, I think it's like 9 to 11% fees. I never remember the number. And I think PayPal takes like 2% of your transaction. Don't quote me on the numbers. It's somewhere around that number. And then, of course, like, if you are an actual brick and mortar on TCG Player versus not brick and mortar, the fees are different there. So, keep that in mind, that there's always some kind of differentiation in fees. And, like, even if you're, selling from person to person on Facebook, why are you gifting someone $80 and not using, actual, goods and services to protect yourself? Like, that's just fucking stupid. Like, I've seen so many cases recently of people getting scammed because they gifted a large amount of money. And that's on you. Like, every transaction I do, I don't mind eating the fees because it gives you that satisfaction. It gives you that knowledge that, if something goes wrong, I'm going to man the fuck up and make it right, because you can just open a PayPal case and correct it. Now, there's been a case recently on Facebook about a Minerva in bad shape. Said guy never evidently, okay, this is all word of mouth, but hypothetically, guy said he never took it out of the case. It was mint. Said guy receives Minerva, and all of a sudden, the card has a crease in it. Now, you have two situations here. One, the card was actually mint. Seller was telling the truth. Said scenario two, the buyer switched the Minervas to get a mint one and then tries to force a refund on the guy, swapping the Minervas. And gets his money back, either gets to keep the Minerva or returns the bet Minerva to the guy, forcing the other guy to take a loss. Either way, someone's a fucking scumbag. Or just very uneducated. And, like, this all comes into the part about not being aware of what is going on when you are buying and selling. Like, are you dealing with people that are not completely educated in the market? Are you dealing with people that are just quickly going through the motions, like, oh, you have this card, you don't even take it out of the sleeve, you're like, oh, this is near mint, and then, you send it out the next day, a guy gets it in the mail, it's actually just fucking creased right down the mail. Obviously, this is good, but like, you send this out and it's creased, and like, you didn't take the extra 2 seconds to actually take it out of the fucking sleeve, fucking look at the card and grade it appropriate. You're just like, looks good, fam, near mint. Like, what the fuck, like, most of the time this is just the problem with people. They just don't take accurate responsibility for things. They don't take the extra 2 to 3 seconds to be as educated as possible. Then again, like, you can't expect everybody to be as smart as you. Obviously, there are people that are smarter than you in fields. But, you you do you, fam. You know, so moral of the story, you know, take time, check your shit, take time to look up what something's going for. You know, don't get insulted with something because one person thinks they're being extremely nice in their offer. The other person might think you're being a real son of a bitch and fucking giving a shit fucking offer. And all you're out there to do is just make a quick fucking dollar on, like, it's, you have to learn how to see both sides of the equation. And you know what? If you are making a price and you feel that $60 is good, you know, like, even if you're offering 65 on desires, you know, you can kindly say, I'll give you 65 for that. If they get snotty with you and call you an asshole or some shit like that, then, you know, apologize and just courteously say, hey, I can't offer any more than that. And then you call it a day. Right? You walk away. You know, just call it a day there. And you know what? You might have someone that says, you know, like, I can't do that. You know, thanks for your time. You know, you courteously, you say the same thing back to them. You know, and then obviously there's the scumbags out there with, like, things like going on, the Minerva I talked about. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you just have to believe that the people that you are dealing with are extremely educated. The people that you're talking to are fairly good customers. The fact that these people are there for you, they're returning to you, you know, they're familiar with the brand behind you. I think that's one of the more important things going into buying and selling relationships, is those people that you build those returning relationships with, those that are like, hey, it's Robbie, you know, do you want to buy this or something like that. You know, it's things like that, as opposed to new customers and things like that, that can often, you know, make or break a transaction. So just 2 cents from me. Like I said, always be courteous to the people. You know, like, someday they might be bailing you out of some trouble. You know, be kind to those that are your financial wallets. Good constant relationships. Don't burn a bridge over fucking $5. Oh man, let me tell you a story here. I was going to. I've been buying certain cards from this guy for the last 3 sets. You know, me and him were building a relationship. A really phenomenal guy. New set drops. I was like, hey, you know, typically this is what we pay for these. Guy gets another offer of $5 more on the card. Breaks his agreement with me, sells it to the guy without even asking me. Now, this game is very small. There's very few of these cards out there. But now I won't even deal anything with this guy because it was very underhanded in the way that his business practice was. Now, when you have a constant relationship with somebody, you at least give them the fucking time and day to rebuttal. You just don't go underneath the table and then come back to them and say, oh, you know, they offered me 135 to your 130, and I took it because I didn't think you were going to do it. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, what kind of stupid fucking shit is this? All right? Why the fuck are you going behind my back and doing this shit when you could fucking, I'm always on Facebook, message me and be like, hey, do you want to do this? No. You don't even give me a chance to rebuttal. You break the constant agreement with talking to me, to selling me these fucking cards, and then you fuck me out of my business with you. Just, oh, fuck it. Like, I'm not doing business with you anymore because that was some underhanded fucking bullshit. Alright? Fucking shit happened on Facebook. Done with the guy. Like, nope, not happening. Just fucking bullshit. Like, pretty much ruined one of the aspects of that game for me because I couldn't get the things I wanted that were extremely nice. And you know what? Kudos to this guy. Good fucking luck selling half of that shit now, because I know for a fact that customer that bought that from you that one time, even you said it yourself, he was just looking for the one. No more. Congratulations. You fucked yourself. Good luck getting a new relationship with someone that's constantly eating those cards. It's going to be much harder for you because you were rude, inconsiderate, and your business practices were disgusting. So that's the moral point of that story, guys. Don't fuck your business people that you have relationships with, because when someone is buying stuff from you in a very good fashion, and they've been doing it for a while, and you're like, yeah, do this for the next set. And then you go underneath the table and sell the shit that you wanted from that person to someone else just to make $5 extra. It's not worth it. It's only $5 fucking dollars. But you know what? Some people out there value that $5 so much higher than a constant relationship with somebody. Just things I've learned. So, but yeah, guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the business side of card games. I can tell you there's a lot of shit out there that can go wrong very quickly in a lot of these markets. You're not aware of things, you know, like you can get burned, oh mamma mia, so quickly. So, alright guys, I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support, and please check out Vanguard 40 for Cardfight Vanguard, mkohl Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.